shoot. I click OK, and now it's waiting for me to take a picture. I can come in here then, take a shot. Should show up in a moment. Open the book, take another shot. Now you go to another page, take another shot. And each one of those are going into a folder called Wedding Book. It tells me the name of it right here, Wedding Book. And what I can do is when I'm done shooting that wedding book and I'm about to move on to shooting something else, I click right on the name Wedding Book and it asks me for a new name. So now I'm going to say, don't worry, I'm going to shoot your laptops or something. You can get nervous. Anyway, now I see audience members, and now it created a brand new folder inside the folder that we were originally shooting in. And now I can come over here and see if I can shoot just a few of that subject matter. When I'm done with that, I can hit it again. And that can be great. Let's say you're shooting high school seniors, and you've got to shoot the entire, senior class. Well, you can shoot the first one, you click here, type in the name of the next person. They walk in the room. You say, what's your name? And you say, Bob Jones. You type in Bob Jones. Hit OK, then you take photos of that person. The next person walks in. You hit that same area. Say, what's your name? Type it in. You can get the names of different models in there. Or if you're doing a product shoot, you can put in the name of each product before you shoot it. And that makes it a very nice and convenient way of working. So the way I got that to happen is in this little bar on the right side, there's a gear, and that brings up the options for shooting tethered. These are the same options I had when I originally turned on tethering, and I could have done it there as well. It's just called Segment Photos by Shots. Okay? And that can make it very convenient for organizing things. So this would be the name of the overall shoot of the day, like maybe it's, I don't know, whatever the name of the high school is, and then the word seniors. And then when I name each individual segment, I put in the name of each student. Okay? And so I find that to be very nice. It's nice that you can go in any part of Lightroom, so right away you can adjust your images. You can apply a preset if you decide that it seems like every image needs clarity turned up and the vibrance turned up. Just save a preset, choose it from this menu, and then they're going to automatically be applied. So. And I got to it to begin with by going up to the File menu and choosing Tethered Capture. All right. Any quick questions about that? Just so you know, there are only certain cameras that are supported. You should look on Adobe's website in the Lightroom section to see a list of those cameras. And for instance, this camera, which is a 5D Mark III, I think was just started to be supported with the newest version. If you worked with older versions of Lightroom, there were issues shooting tethered with the 5D Mark III. And it might be similar for you if you end up having a new camera. And they might have to do something special to support that. So be sure that your camera is in the list before you commit to a project that would need the tethering feature. But all I have is a USB cable hooked to the camera, going right into the computer, and it was able to do all that automatically. If you look here, it has it on my catalog. They're automatically imported. Right there's the name that I typed in when I started my tethering, and then these are the names I typed in for the sequences when I clicked each time to change it, so I can look at all those images separately. Okay. Any questions about tethering before we move on?
All sorts of questions about tethering.
Okay.
Okay. A couple people wanted to know about, is it transferring just to the computer, or is it transferring to the card in the camera as well?
It depends on your camera. On the Canon, from what I remember, it's transferring to the card as well as the computer. I think on some Nikon models, it transfers it only to the computer and not to the card inside. So you'd have to check with your particular camera model because it varies.
Question from Lori Patrick. Which rendered preview selection is best for tethered shooting with a client?
Which rendered preview setting? What do you mean by rendered preview setting? Do you mean a
She says render preview selection is best.